Do you know one social media platform I've come back to finding comfort in? And this is gonna sound so fucking cringe.
If you say Facebook, I'm gonna kill you.
Facebook.
What
Fuck off.
the fuck?
Okay. Hear me out. Okay.
No.
Sometimes every once in a blue moon, you make a post on Facebook, and it's just a nice, comforting thing, knowing that it's just your fucking family and like the friends that you made in high school that you don't know what they've gotten up to in fucking decades. And you go on Facebook every now and again, you see like this person got married. Oh, this person has kids now, and it's just I don't know. It's like revisiting your hometown after being away for like years, and there's just like a nice.
I don't even remember the last time I posted on Facebook.
Okay.
I don't know if I've spoken about this before. I have a bit of a guilty pleasure on Facebook.
All right.
I basically went in the area I grew up.
Yeah.
And I basically just went around every local group on Facebook of like neighborhood watches and joined them.
What? What?
Because they post just the funniest shit. Yeah. And so you should look it up. There's probably one, because there's a bunch of like 50, 60-year-old people who are like, let me find one. There was one yesterday that made me crack up.
Wait, how do you
look at the name of this group? It's just like, okay, don't say the name.
Wait, let me see.
It's just like that's the town I grew up in. And I joined this group, and it's just like,
oh my god,
the stuff they post is just so funny. And like there's like this one, it's like this one. It's like, there's like they'll just post pictures, right? And be like, does anyone recognize this person? They've been looking kind of shady around my parts. Yeah. It's just so funny because it's like Skyrim NPC behavior. I saw one the other day that was like, just funny van in the neighborhood. Is anyone looking
you call
at
me a
this
Karen?
van?
Fucking hell.
It's funny because they obviously, because like this is like their world. This is a small town.
Yeah.
It's really fun just watching it and seeing how like what kind of stuff that they really care about.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just kind of fun. I don't know. It feels like participating in like
you're like
Boomer.
people watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
It's
great. It's good. I guess that's kind of what you're into. But I don't like actively look. But sometimes there's some fun stuff.
No,
like,
I don't actively look at my Facebook, but I don't know. It's gone from Facebook being cool to Facebook being the platform that your mom uses, to Facebook being cringe, and now I'm just like compared to fucking TikTok, Twitter, like Twitch, all these other social media platforms. It's just nice to go on a social media platform and feel like you're just in your small town, and it's just like a small community that you are familiar with, and you know. And I don't know. There's a charm to that, and every time I go on my Facebook, I'm like, it's just nice to see what my old mates, my old high school mates are up to now.
You should join your local
neighborhood.
You know what? That genuinely does seem like something I'd enjoy.
All right, there's this post from Sue. Whoever owns the dog that has barked non-stop for an hour and a half at the top of village name, please let your dog in as it sounds in distress. Sounds like a big dog and barks 3 barks at one time. Other dogs are reacting to it, so the dog choir starts again. Yes, I have a dog, but he doesn't bark constantly like this, and he would not be ignored like this in the heat. Backlash expected, but whatever. And there's
Backlash expected.
35 comments. Why don't you go around and have a chat with her or report it rather than getting everyone involved? Could be my neighbor who has numerous dogs that bark yap non-stop. She doesn't care. They're all outside all day on the drive.
You know what, Sue is...
Surely they're not in the van in this heat. It's just like they're all...
Not
like,
all heroes wear capes, man.
It's crazy. The whole fucking village comes together to discuss a fucking dog barking.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so fun to watch.
It's like the town hall in an RPG.
Okay, actually, no. I know why I like Facebook, because going on that platform, seeing stuff like that, it actually feels like these.
What the fuck is this? Sorry, I just called this. Does anyone know where my missing peacock is? This is a picture of it. It's a fucking peacock. Why do they have this in a small town in Wales?
Hell yeah, I want to go to that village.
Yeah.
It just cracks me up. This shit is so wild.
Holy fuck.
It actually, you go on Facebook, you see these posts, and it actually feels like, oh yeah, these are people.
Why?
Finally watched John Wick 4.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
In America?
Yeah, in America.
Oh shit.
Unfortunately, I didn't watch John Wick 3.
What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you?
You rose it up and then pulled it right back down.
I will say, I don't really think it matters because that implies that the plot in John Wick actually matters. Which
okay.
I'm gonna say it doesn't fucking matter.
Oh my, yes it does. The plot is fan. You don't even know why. What the fuck?
It's okay because Didus was like, we're watching John Wick 4 now, and I was like, I haven't just seen John Wick 3, and he's like, I don't care. I'll just explain everything to you. And he explained it all in like 2 sentences.
Didus probably doesn't even know what happened. Didus is terrible.
He probably didn't even watch it. He just guessed.
Yeah, I don't know.
You probably don't even know. Oh my god! Like, there's so many. Like, the starting scenes are all like the fucking backstory to what happened in the previous movie. The reason why. Oh my god.
I mean,
okay, listen. You can still enjoy the movie, but like, you're missing out on some pretty good story. It's not the best, but it's great, man. You the whole friendship between. Oh fuck, my god, man! You just ruined it.
I've never seen Connor this lost for words before.
You could have watched a 10-minute summary on YouTube before you went in.
I had Didus with me. He was my 10-minute summary.
I love Didus to death, but that man cannot explain plots.
He's like a 10-second summary.
That man cannot explain plots.
No, because every time something relevant to like the previous films happened, he would be like, he would literally like pause it and be like, okay, so this happened, and
you didn't watch it in the cinemas?
No, we
fuck.
We watched it on like home cinema stream.
Yeah.
He would just pause it and just explain everything that happened, and everything he was explaining, I was like, that's really useful information that I don't give a shit about. I just want to see people shoot the fuck out of each other.
Let's say what your verdict was first before we get more.
What was your verdict? John Wick 4 good?
God,
yay or nay?
I think John Wick 4 had the best action I've seen in a fucking long time. The action scenes were absolutely fucking stunning.
If you say, but I'm going to kill you.
I did not think it needed to be 3 hours long.
It needed to be 5 hours.
I felt fatigue after the first.
What the fuck? It's because you weren't invested in the story.
Okay. Here's my biggest gripe with it. Okay, here's my biggest gripe. Okay, if
I wanted it to be longer.
Okay, if we're gonna like talk about the story, right? There are some things where I just like could not wrap my head around.
Okay.
Donnie Yen's character. All right,
Yeah.
Donnie Yen's character. So I didn't know coming into this that he's a blind guy, right?
You fucking see he's blind. He's not in any of the movies.
No. I mean, I didn't know coming into this movie that he was going to be a blind character.
Okay.
So I thought that he was going to be some like fucking daredevil kind of character who could like sense everything based on like his sense of like sound or something. And in like the first scene, it becomes very obvious that, oh no, he's actually blind and it doesn't help him at all. Right?
No, why would it help him? It's not. You think being blind gives you superpowers? You watch too much Marvel.
He's seen too much anime, bro.
Yeah, I've seen.
He's like, no, he's gonna pull out the One Piece hockey anytime soon, bro.
So what I couldn't get my head around was, okay, are you blind and goated, or are you blind? Are you just a blind person? And there are so many scenes that flip flop between the both because he's still fucking Donnie Yen. He's kicking ass, and then there'll be points where he's just like, are you dead? I can't tell. I can't tell. And I'm like, how is this guy still alive? I don't get it. How is this assassin still alive?
There's like scenes as well where he's like trying to find the gun and he can't find it.
Yeah.
That's good though. Like that's like I don't want him to be dead.
So what you're saying is he's a little bit too inconsistent.
No.
Yeah. I just like I like consistency.
Disabled enough.
Okay.
I just wish he was more blind.
No. All I'm talking about is with suspension of disbelief. Right. I love batshit crazy things, right? Yeah. But it needs to make sense within the logic of its own world. If something doesn't make sense within the logic of its own world, it's just like a pinprick in my brain where I can't ignore it. And just like I was going into every scene being like, so is he a blind man or is he like a Jedi master? No. I was like, sometimes he's a blind man, sometimes he's a fucking Jedi master, fucking feels the force, does all that shit, and I'm like,
is he blind or is he just?
I thought it was pretty consistent. I thought it was all right.
And and I like the campiness, the cheesiness of John Wick. There are some points that were just like a little bit too far for me at some points in this, where I was just like, okay, this is
which parts, such for example?
Well, don't spoil too much because I started seeing.
Okay.
A little bit. You do a little bit.
I mean, at this point, I don't even know what's a spoiler and what's not.
It's okay. Like, I mean, it doesn't have that much of a plot. Let's be honest. The main villain of John Wick was the most cartoonish kind of like villain.
Him. Yeah, he was great.
He was like way too fucking cartoonish. He was just like,
it.
let's just make that you just like that because you just like seeing a Frenchman getting fucked.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the British in you, man.
It makes sense within the. I mean, this whole world is kind of like cartoon.
Was he like a Bond villain or something?
He was like a Bond villain times like 100. He was like,
it wasn't that bad. I mean, it's like he's like evil for evil's sake, but it makes sense.
Does he have an evil mustache?
No,
he doesn't. Although I wouldn't be
enough.
It makes sense within the world, though, in the rules. You know.
Yeah, that
he broke the rules.
I think that was the thing that bothered me about John Wick 4, because as you find out more about the rules of this assassin world, because in like John Wick 1 and 2, it was kind of like a surface kind of thing where it's like, oh, this cool thing exists. These are what the rules of the assassin worlds are. And you're like, okay, that's enough of a background thing where I can just focus on the action. But what I found with John Wick 4 was that it was so like, it was way more ingrained into the plot line. And then
I had that like third movie to kind of transition you into.
Probably. I mean, I still don't think I missed much.
You did miss much.
I'm going to watch the third movie.
You gotta watch
and
it.
I'm gonna be like, okay, so he hates this one. That guy betrayed that person.
You missed so much in the third movie.
And he got another dog.
You missed so much.
Sick.
No, but like what bothered me was there were just like little inconsistencies I found within the logic of its own world, where just some like I'm all for suspension of disbelief, but there were just some things where it just took things a bit too far when there was more focus on it. That just I couldn't ignore it as much anymore.
I love how you're going so in depth into this, like probably more than any reviewer. And Connor's retaliation is nah.
No. It's just full cat. You didn't watch the third movie. I can't believe that, dude. I can't believe that.
But what if Connor's actually right and the third movie is like the most plot heavy?
The third has a lot of plot.
I'm gonna watch a third movie.
There's a lot of plot that happens.
I'm saying everything that Didas was explaining to me was just like, okay,
I think the fourth
that person betrayed that person. That person is friends with that person. Okay, I understand. John Wick, shoot.
The fourth has like the least plot. Like, because he has like barely any lines in it. He barely says anything. He has like 200 words in the whole movie.
I mean, that was also consistent with like the three other movies I've seen.
There's more plot. No. The third is very plot heavy. I can't believe it.
Again, I've only seen the first one, so I don't know.
I've seen like 3 out of the 4 John Wick movies, and I can remember like 2 lines that he's ever said.
You're like Jojo part skipping right now. The John Wick fan is not happy. You skipped part 3. I can't believe it.
It's like skipping the second Lord of the Rings film and being like,
we're not going to compare John Wick to Lord of the fucking Rings. Okay, this is
what I'm saying is, you could obviously gloss over shit, but you're still missing important plot points.
Look, I don't watch John Wick for the plot. I
watch John Wick for the plot.
Fuck
the action is a side bonus, quite frankly.
Shut the fuck up. That's so cap.
I don't watch it for the like amazing Oscar-nominated writing of John Wick, whose line includes and
I love it when when he says I get chubbed.
I mean, likewise, but it's not a plot point.
It's a
kind of
Okay, actually, the one scene that bothered me. One scene that bothered me. The fucking there's a scene with a literal fucking James Bond villain where they play poker together, and it's this really
I love that scene.
It's this really badass scene where they play poker together and the stakes are meant to be high. The poker game means fucking nothing because they're like, okay, so the winner of the loser of the poker game has to do X or has to do. I can't actually remember the stakes of the poker game, but I remember it being high stakes.
Clearly, it was
and then they go through this like 20-minute long scene of
It's
of
not
this,
20 minutes. Fuck off. It's like 5 minutes gone.
like they go through this long scene of just a poker scene, and then they just start shooting each other anyway. So I'm like, okay, so the poker meant nothing.
It's not House of Cards, Garnt. It's John Wick.
Like you could have just shot the bad guy immediately and just foregone this.
Well, I mean,
poker scene.
they have to create like suspense, right? They have to be like, oh, okay, is he actually gonna like play by the rules this time, or is he gonna be John Wick and just start guns a-blazing? Turns out he's John Wick. Why am I defending this movie? I've never even
Joe, you haven't even seen this
I've never even
movie.
seen it.
Yeah, but like, why are you asking for like civilized political discussions in John Wick? Like, you know that was going to happen.
No. I'm like, why are you?
Like, I feel like you're comparing this scene to like,
You
like,
need some
an-
build up.
okay.
You can't just have him run up in a place and be like, all right, pew pew.
I mean, the thing that bothered me was just like, why are we pretending? Why are we pretending to have a plot here? Why are we pretending that this means anything? Just,
build-up.
I like I said, John Wick 4
That's
has.
like saying, like, did they really need poker in Casino Royale? Like, did they? Come on, they could have just. They didn't matter in the end. Like, you need that. That's like, what the fuck?
The one thing
Okay.
is that it's
He hooks
just
me up.
never okay. One thing, taste aside, it's just never as chewy as like a steak. That's one thing I've never seen like replicated in the tuna. And
I
here's the
kind of
thing.
hate that part.
Yeah, I
Here's the
hate
thing.
the
I
chewiness
kind of
of
hate
steak.
the chewy part of steak.
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
No.
No.
I want my food
I'm sorry.
to be like a tire.
Yeah, I want to
No,
feel
no,
like
no.
I'm eating a rubber boot.
The perfect steak is when you like you chew into it a bit and then the like moisture just bursts out.
That's not what I
and
like about
you
steak.
you
That's
like
that's
have
my
like
least favorite part of
you have
steaks.
like the juiciness and the. Are you kidding me?
That is my least-
What the fuck?
That is my least
What do you
favorite
mean
part
that's
of
the
the steak.
least favorite part of this? I'm sorry, I'm fucking spinning because I'm getting like
My
so
favorite
passionate.
part-
about
God, you're
this.
talking to someone who said steak is mid. All right, like you can't convince me.
The reason why Wagyu steak is the most top tier steak is because of the juiciness and the fat that comes out of it.
Yeah, but
when
it
you,
isn't chewy.
Yeah, it's not chewy, though.
Wagyu is not chewy.
Okay, Wagyu.
The good thing about
no,
Wagyu,
no.
the thing that sets Wagyu apart from regular steak is the fact that it's not
It's
chewy
like one
and it
bite.
melts.
It's done.
It
It's like-
melts
it's
on your
not
mouth
one bite.
like
It's not
It's like
one
a
bite.
like
one-bite
a good
fish.
piece of fish.
No.
Come on.
Okay.
What is this?
Guitarist from
Obviously, it was my introduction to realize
Pizza Hut?
that crustless
Yeah,
pizza.
it's Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say, Pizza Hut.
No.
No, do not defend Pizza Hut.
Wait.
What are you saying,
Okay.
Ron?
To completely just disregard my previous argument about McDonald's and like childhood memories and all that
Yeah.
shit. Pizza Hut just has this certain smell
No.
that no other pizza joint can like.
Yeah, it has the smell of like
Shit.
day-old kitchen grease. That's
You-
what
you
it has.
know
the smell
what I
of.
mean? Like-
I love it when my pizza, I can break it over my leg.
No. Like, you know how Subway has that smell? Like, whenever you walk, it's such like
Of
an
stale
iconic
bread.
smell. No, it's not iconic.
I know it
I
is.
mean, man, it's not.
okay.
It's not. It is
You gotta
stale
admit,
when you
Joe,
go
it's got
there,
a
but
smell.
like,
It's got a good
it
smell.
smells well.
got a good smell.
It smells way better than it tastes. Right?
Sure.
To me, no other pizza joint, like the kind of like mainstream pizza joint, no other mainstream pizza joint has that unique smell except for Pizza Hut. I don't know what it is, but
all of them have their own unique smell.
See, I don't understand this because I think I was one of those weird kids who never got like chain pizzas. Like I never, like my parents never ordered from like Pizza Hut or Domino's. Like
me
my
neither.
dad made pizzas. Like,
Yeah,
every
but
Friday.
we never got them.
So
But when
like
was
I
in
don't
college-
know this like I don't have any like nostalgia with like Pizza Hut or Domino's.
Okay, I did because like you know when I was growing up a broke ass kid, like I can't remember what day it was, but one day of the week they would do like all you can eat pizzas at Pizza Hut, and that was like my pizza intake for the
Yeah,
month.
it's a UK thing. I
Yeah,
went
yeah.
as well.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I did like that a lot, and that's how I got Pizza Hut pilled. And then I grew up, and I was like, wait, this is the worst. This is the worst of all the pizza chains.
What's the best one?
in the UK? Some people say Papa John's, but I think Domino's in the UK is really good.
Right.
I think Domino's. is
I
much
think
better.
they're all really good. I'm not really like, to me, sometimes like I think taste wise I prefer Papa John's, but sometimes I just get that craving for a pizza. I get that craving for just the whiff of that
but it's
smell,
like- it's like
whatever
your-
that Pizza Hut smell
Of
is,
all
man.
pizzas, the fucking Pizza Hut Edge is in your top 9.
Yes,
That's
it is. I
psychotic.
dream about this shit, man.
What?
Do you know why? It's unobtainable anymore because
You
that-
can make this.
No,
It's
no,
at
no,
home.
no, no, no,
It's
no, no,
clouding
no,
your
no.
judgment
It-
because it's
it-
unavailable.
it-
You think it's better than it was. This is shit. It's shit.
Because we there are pizzas that are like this that are available, which is kind of like
Yeah.
the crustless pizzas.
Yeah.
But I've been searching every time I'm in America, I see this kind of pizza and I'm like, This is going to be the one. This is going to be the one that gives me back the memories again. This is going to be relive my childhood. But it's missing that smell. It's missing that Pizza Hut smell of just whatever that Pizza Hut smell. I'm pretty sure they just, sprinkle this with like happiness. And
Okay, well, that's not true.
and angel dust.
Or the sadness of underpaid staff.
that must be what that must be what it is.
Like
but
Pizza Hut in recent years is just a sad shell of what it was. And even when it was at its peak, it wasn't very good either.
Yeah, Pizza Hut fell off, bro.
Just not
did it
good.
fall off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it might have
totally.
fallen off.
In the US especially.
Do you know why it fell off? Because they got rid of this off their menu. Once they bring the edge back to West tier, baby.
Bring back the cult classic.
Yeah,
It
but
fell off because it's shit.
I mean, like, to me, obviously, I'm going to enjoy a crustless pizza, but also just
Well,
like
yeah,
the
okay.
fit-
So are you saying the only difference between this Pizza Hut Edge and every other crustless pizza is that every other crustless pizza is not made by Pizza Hut? Is that what you're saying?
pretty much.
Also, what I can't fathom is that we had this whole big fucking deal about how I said American pizza was better than Italian pizza, and here you are putting a fucking American style pizza on your 9x9 best foods of all time. When you looked me in the face and lied to me about saying that the other style of pizza was superior.
I mean,
How do you
Italy
apologize?
just hasn't come around.
How do you apologize to the
crustless
Italians,
pizzas.
Garnt?
Look. I am putting something on here that is like, to me, if they brought this back, I will happily admit that American pizza.
Oh my God.
But it's not obtainable anymore, okay?
were dying,
It lives
you were
off in the
fighting.
dreams of my childhood, okay?
It's like waiting for the second coming of Christ.
You were like,
It's like, it'll
fighting-
happen one day.
Yeah.
You were like preposterous. How could he even consider American pizza be better than the superior
It'll happen one
Neapolitan
day,
style
and when
pizza?
that day comes, I will be a believer again.
Your
Like,
allegiances are
the
paper thin, Garnt.
The Bible could drop a sequel, and and Pizza Hut could drop The Edge, like a rerun of The Edge, and I'd be like, all right.
Bible 2, I
Bible
sleep.
2, all right.
Italians, do you hear this? This man didn't care about your pizza. He wanted something better this entire time. He was hoping the Americans would swoop in and save the day.
I still stand by you Italians,
please,
don't worry.
please, just re-release The Edge, please.
Oh, I thought you were going to be like, Pizza Hut, please sponsor us.
What you're essentially
just give
saying?
me back. I don't need, like, I know it kind of recently had a rerun in America, and I was dumb enough to not fly to America to just relive that dream, and I regret that every moment of my life.
But hypothetical, if you did, right? Hypothetically, you flew back hearing about the Edge 2 coming back, right?
The Edge too.
The edgening. You hear that it came back, right? And you buy it, all right? And you're expecting all the nostalgia to flow back. What if it's not the same?
It will be the same.
But what if it's not? What if there's just something about the recent Pizza Hut as opposed to your childhood?
Yeah, and
Pizza
what
Hut
if
that
the
has
Earth
changed?
is flat, Joey? It's not. Why you ask me why you ask me a hypothetical
Yeah,
question?
but would you still love it?
Huh?
Would you still love it?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
You're in full cope mode, dude. I can't believe you're.
I have no doubt that I will love this
Flip-flopping.
exactly the same.
Oh, my
Absolutely
Lord.
not. But there's
right.
no way to prove it because they're never going to bring it back until they do. And then
Hey, if Trash Taste fans put enough peer pressure on Pizza Hut,
So what I'm hearing is that
if they
you-
do, I will actually like just fly to America. I'll look for like a
hashtag
visit.
bring back the Edge.
Yeah, I would look for an excuse to visit like Sid's family, and they'll be like, okay, but the real reason I'm here is
Don't you just
Mom,
like?
Dad, take me to Pizza Hut right now.
Isn't it? Which style of pizza is it? Where it's square. Is it Chicago style pizza? No, that's
Yeah,
is it
Chicago
the
style
square
pizza.
one. No, it's Detroit, right? Am I crazy? Chicago.
Chicago
Yeah,
style
they have the
pizza.
square one where the middle. Yeah, the middle pieces are like the edge.
this.
Yes, the edge. There's no crust.
Yeah.
It's just the middle.
No, but you don't understand. It's not made by Pizza Hut.
Yeah, it's not paid by Pizza
Oh
Hut.
my god.
That's the whole point we're getting at. That's why this is stupid.
This is so fucking dumb.